Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel with Iknoor. So today I am going to read the chapter 86, 87 and 88. Yay! A tale of, and I am reading of this book, the chapter 88, 87 and the 88 of this book. A tale of opposites. One day, Emperor Akbar called Birbal and said, "My dear Birbal, I have a challenge for you. I want you to bring me two beings. One of them should be extremely loyal and grateful. However, the other should be exact opposite of the first one." All of the Akbar courtier was sure that Birbal would lose this challenge, and smudgely smiled upon seeing him in an uncomfortable position. However, the very next day, Birbal arrived in a court along with a dog and a young man. He addressed Akbar, saying, "Your Majesty, next to me is my dog. He is always loyal and extremely grateful. Then there is my brother-in-law, who is ungrateful and always keeps complaining despite all the good deeds I do for him. There you go, they are the exact opposites." Emperor Akbar laughed out loud and applauded Birbal for winning the challenge. 87. The Owl's Loan. The Owl's Loan? Okay, let's read the chapter to know what the Owl's Loan. Emperor Akbar was a passionate hunter. On one such hunting trip, Birbal was riding alongside Akbar in the forest. Suddenly, two owls hooted in a shrill voice. Akbar noticed the owl sitting on a tree branch and asked it, "Birbal, do you know what these owls are talking about?" Birbal replied, "Yes, I know, Your Majesty. The owls are fighting about a loan." Akbar was surprised and asked Birbal to explain his statement. Birbal explained, "Your Majesty, the first owl had given the role to the second one. The creditor owl is an indictment that, in repayment, he wants 40 jungles that are devoid of other animals, so that he alone can rule. However, the poor owl is expressing his helplessness and saying that he can't give him such jungles." Akbar was shocked to hear this. This was such a cute story, but it's not finished. The next day, the next page. Soon the second owl hooted again, and Akbar asked Birbal to explain what it was saying this time. Birbal said, "Your Majesty, now the poor owl is reassuring that the creditor owl that within the next few years he will be able to repay the loan with 40 empty jungles." Akbar was curious to know how the owl would keep his promise, so he asked Birbal to explain further. Birbal replied, "The poor owl said that if the emperor kept hunting like this, soon all the jungles would be free from animals, and then there will be no problem in giving 40 jungles." Akbar immediately realized the impact of his hobby on the environment and stopped hunting from that day onwards. People succeeded in saving the lives of many innocent animals. Oh my god, they are showing that they are talking also. Oh, like this. Birbal, the chapter 88. Birbal helps the boy. A wealthy merchant. Gun, shear, arm. Ghanshyam was famous for his miserly nature. He often made extravagant promises to people but never fulfilled any of them. He never helped the needy, nor did he treat the poor with empathy. One day, a famous poet named Raidas visited him. Ghanshyam was fond of poetry and so he welcomed Raidas to his house. Raidas recited several poems for him. Ghanshyam truly enjoyed the recital and promised to reward Raidas with expensive gifts the next day. But the next day the merchant mistreated Raidas and refused to reward him in every way. He shouted, "I lied to you so that I could listen to all of your poems without shelling out a penny. However, I never intended to reward you in the end." Oh my god, this is a big chapter. This is a big chapter. It's still 141, but it started on 139. This incident broke poor Raida's heart. He left Ghanshyam's house and went to seek Birbal's help. Raidas narrated the entire incident to Birbal and said, "Please help me teach the Mysore merchant a suitable lesson." Birbal empathized with the poet and suggested that he trick the merchant. Raidas liked Birbal's idea and went to meet his friend Mayadas, who happily agreed to help him. As per the plan, Mayadas sent a dinner invitation to the miserly merchant. The invitation promised that the guest would be served several delicacies and in utensils made of gold and silver, which they could take back home after dinner. Greedy Ghanshyam gladly accepted the invitation and arrived at Maida's house. Ghanshyam was surprised to see that there were no other guests than Birbal and him. Birbal and Maidas kept conversing for a long time and there was no mention of dinner. Finally, Ghanshyam said to Maidas, "I am hungry, let us please eat." Maidas smiled and replied, "I invited you here because I wanted some company, but I never intended you to serve any food." Okay, serve any food. Ghanshyam realized that he had been tricked. At that moment, Raidas entered the room. Birbal confronted the merchant for cheating Raidas. Ghanshyam realized his mistake and immediately apologized. He even gifted his necklace to Raidas as the pending reward. Raidas thanked Birbal for his immense help. Maidas then treated both of them to a fabulous dinner. So I hope you like my video. So bye. Subscribe my channel and like this video. Bye. Oh my god.